Hi, welcome to Walk Into Training Session. This is session number two. Boni Gopalan, CTO of Walk Into. So, in today's session, we will be talking really some very important things, some fundamental things as to how to set up the menu and manage these tools from dashboard. So I'll be just waiting for about a minute for everyone to assemble. So if you're watching this on YouTube later, you can just skip over the first couple of minutes. I'm going to mute myself for now and wait for audience to join. All right, welcome to this training session. So in today's session, we will be talking some very important subjects. It is the fundamentals of how to locate the scenes that you are looking for from Street View using different tools that are available for you in Walk-Into. How to add links to those scenes using navigation menu. There are different techniques. There are different levels on which you can add menu, adding menu to scenes, modifying them, and there's a bunch of different settings that you can apply to these menus as well. Then we will briefly be talking about the different functions that you can do from dashboard. Dashboard is for managing your tools. So that part, it's important that you understand all the possibilities that Walk-Into offers on the dashboard. All right. So just like how we did it yesterday, I have a brief slide deck, only a couple of slides to get us through this. Now, this will mainly be a screen share, and I will be switching back and forth between the slide decks to make sure that I'm staying on track. So now what I will do is I will start a screen sharing, and then I will invite you in uh, to take you through how the menus are managed. All right. So I just logged into Walk-Into, and as you can see, I'm in my dashboard. So what we are going to do is we are going to start by creating a tool by clicking the Create Tool button. And when we are about to create a new tool, we get a empty map of the world. So this is a starting point. It's always a good idea to give a tool a name when you come in here. And I'm just going to call it demo tools for training Q4 2015. So you saw what I did. I just clicked on the pencil button here to put it in edit mode. I edited it to what I want. I clicked enter, and it's saved. Now locating specific scenes that you are looking for. So it could be a street. It is always from Street View. In Street View, there are different types of panorama images that are available. For example, if you look here, this is a scene side for a business in Paris. This is a photosphere. This is a photosphere that is published to Street View, and the important thing is that it is one of the recent photospheres. So all the changes. This example is important for us. I will talk to you when we are using that. And this is another photosphere. This, as you can see over here, this is from October 2014, so quite old. Then we will also be loading up some general Street View. So this is, I'm looking currently at the New York Central Park. So let us start by importing in one of the businesses and adding it to our tool. All right. To do that, what I'm doing here is I'm just using the URL, the link that we have on top of the Street View. Just copy it over and get back to the tool. On the right top, you have a box with a search icon over there. So just make sure that there is no leading spaces or any extra characters there. So what we copied, the link that we copied from there, just paste it into this box. I'm using Control C to copy from there and Control V to paste it back. Click Enter, and you have the tool available for you right here. Okay, so now this is available for annotation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to another very important tool in Walk-in-Do. This is called Shortlist tool. So Shortlist tool shows up as a camera icon on the right top of your editor. What happens when you click on this camera is this particular scene that we are looking at got added to the shortlist carousel. So you can see this is the shortlist carousel, and as I add more scenes, for example, I came here and I added this one also there. So what happens is now when I open it back, you can see that there are like two scenes that I have added. It's the same thing that we have here. So I'm just going to delete one of them because we are here to demo something important. So this is called shortlist carousel. So this camera icon is called shortlist tool, and anything that you're looking at in Walk-in-Do, you can shortlist. Once you shortlist it, there are many different places in which you can use this imagery. So when you are building a complex tool, it's a very good idea to shortlist in all the uh, point of interest, all the POIs that you want to use in a tool. It could be from scene side, it could be from directly from Street View, it could be from anywhere else also. So just now we shortlisted one scene side, and next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up this all the photosphere. I'm going to see do the same thing, copy the whole URL from here, came into here, just made sure, did a Control A to select the whole search box, did a backspace to delete out everything was there, did a Control V to paste the URL back and click Enter. And as you can see, we have included that also here. Again, I'm just going to shortlist it at this point of time. I'm not going to be using that yet. So as you can see, like the two scenes that I have shortlisted are in my shortlist carousel now. Now let's head over to the, this is another technique that I'm going to use. So this time we are going to directly pick a Street View location. So to do that, you directly, I'm dropping the pegman right into a location here. And this is directly from Google Street View. It's not scene side, it's not photosphere. I copied the same thing, link over, Control V, and Enter. So this also I'm going to shortlist using the same shortlist tool that we have here. So now as you can see here, there are three shortlisted scenes. Now, an important point that you can keep note of at this point is, for example, if you're working with multi-level shoots, this same technique works. So you can pick that level that you want to directly from your Street View and paste the URL here. This is one of the shortest ways to get to the scenes that you want, and you can shortlist it, and it stays away. Now, another beautiful thing is that, so now you have shortlisted this and it stays. So now say I go back to the dashboard and I did only this much today and I came back at a future date. You can see that the shortlist that I made, it is saved into the database so that you can use it later. So all the scenes that I had used in the past is saved already into the database for this tool, and you can pick it up and use it at any point in time in the future. Okay. Another way to locate the scenes that you want, there's an integrated search within Walk-in-Do. So the same box where we were pasting the URLs, you can just type a place name and you can directly go in there too. Say I want to, I'm searching for Paris. So that will bring up that will bring up a location. And as you can see here, it kind of is the right at the center of Paris, whatever was the location. There's a photosphere that loaded up, and so this is a common feature. So you can click anywhere to bring up the street view that's available there, and you can see that you can directly shortlist it to the same shortlist carousel from here if you want to. Or another way to load it up is you can directly search for a specific business. Let me just try the same thing that we did it, say this one and this business, and I want to search for that. So I go to the business here and I don't see it right now. So what you can do is there is a tool here, there's a peg band tool, toggle street view layer. So if you click on that, what happens is the street view layer stays for you to pick. So here you can see that the orange dots, the familiar orange dots denoting the scene side, and I'm just looking for an example for a photosphere also. Let me see. So photosphere basically will come up in blue. You can see that there are a couple of photospheres here. There's a photosphere here. So any of these things you can open up using this tool that we have. You click on it and you just open it up. It's extremely easy. So once imagery is available for you in the shortlist tool, you can use it very conveniently for different purposes. One of them that we are discussing today is how to quickly create menus. All right, so I think we have kind of collected a few menu items right now. So as what I have shown you is that pretty much most of the important URLs that you see from the Google Street View can directly be imported into Walk-into without any issues. Another way to do that is to go to the Street View layer itself and directly search for a business, and from there you can pick up that particular place also. So that is another way of doing it. We are in a very zoomed in state. Anyway, that we have already covered. Okay, so now let's get into the menu creation mode. So we currently have 5 of these shortlisted items here. This is a photosphere. This is from Street View in Paris. This is a Street View from New York. This is a photosphere in Switzerland. This is a scene inside in Paris. Yes, so that's pretty much it. So let us say that we'll start with this scene side, the first scene side that we have, and say to open that up, I just click on this load. Let me just see that. I think something did not quite work. All right, I'm just getting back to the shortlist carousel and open. So it has opened up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a menu to this to look at directly in this basin. So to do that, this is our menu creation tool. So the menu creation tool, currently there are no menus. So I'm going to create it. To create it, what I did is clicked on this add. So this created one menu in this level. I'm just going to call it see inside. So as you can see, it is I clicked on the place where I want to edit, and I clicked and saved it. So at this point, we have a tour ready. Even before this, we had a tour ready. So at this point, we already have one menu item, and you toggle the edit mode of the menu by clicking on this pencil. So now you see this is the only display mode, and if you click back on this edit pencil button, it comes back into with a bunch of nice editor tools. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add another item on the photosphere from our shortlist carousel. Let's open this up. There is some small problem here. Okay, let me just pick that up directly here. this photosphere. I'm just going to import it in from here. All right, so this view I'm going to add as another menu item. Okay, so another one is added. Now let's see how this tour looks. So if I click on this preview tour button at any time, I can see the latest state of the tour. And this is our first menu item. So I can click on the second one, and it loads up the photosphere that we have. All right, so this is a very simple, straightforward way to create a menu, and the menu can be collapsed in by clicking here. So it is closed in, it opens up, and you see that there are a few other things that are here. So there are an extensive settings option, and there is another menu mode called thumbnail mode. So that if you enable that, your menu comes up like this. To enable it, what you need to do is you need to go to the settings. That's at the left bottom, and currently you can see that this navigation is selected as list. You can change it to thumbnail, and now when we load it, the menu style has changed to a thumbnail mode. Okay, so a thumbnail of that specific scene comes up here. It's a very nice way of representing your business. All right, so more settings are there. For example, you can keep the menu as either list or thumbnail, and you can start the menu in a collapse state. To start in a collapse state, what you do is you just select this icon mode. So when you click on something, the edit is already happened, and now when I head over to the preview, it should show up as a collapsed icon, and when I click on it, that menu should open up. So here the menu is in collapse state. It can open up, and you can show the menu by clicking on which it closes away. And let's quickly take a look at how this looks in 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 mobile. To do that, I'm just going to do a simulation. Any of the, I'm just selecting a decent device, and click refresh. So you can see that the user interface has changed considerably to show it in this mode. The menu is a slide out menu from the left, and it loads into the different scenes. There are this controls are collapsed away here. There's a bunch of controls here which you can adjust. We'll be talking in detail about it later. These are the main ways to manage the menu. So now there is another aspect to it, which is sub menus. Say like you want to have a sub menu to this particular menu item. What you do is you just click on this plus here, and the same way in which we added more items to this menu, we can add a sub menu. It is always a good idea to have a maximum of 5 items per level, so that way your tour will always be very neatly organized. This menus can be of any number of submenus, so this is really crazy here, but if somebody needs that, you can always have menus which are really deep. Okay, currently I'm not going into the details about saving each and every scene, which the technique doesn't vary at all. Now let's quickly take a look at as to how to modify a menu. So I'm just going to go back and load it back so that we get a status quo for this. So now I'm here to edit this menu. What I want to do is I want to currently, like when I click on this is the zooming. This is the scene. I want to change that. To change that, what I need to do is I need to activate the edit mode by clicking on this pencil. Then this particular menu I need to put in an edit mode by clicking on this pencil again. So the default scene for that loads up. So now this is in edit mode. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the scene for it, and I'm going to look at it from this way, for example, to this vase. I want to zoom it in at this level, which I do as naturally as I should. And then I can either come back and click save here or click enter. Either way it saves. I click save. All right. So now let us see how this thing comes up. Okay. And I'm just going to set this as the landing also. So you can see that the background loading has changed. Also, my menu is collapsed. The photosphere click will take me to the exact same scene that I wanted earlier. The scene set click will take me to the scene where the zoomed in state that I have defined here is there. So similarly, for you to delete a menu, again, if the menu is not in the edit state, you can activate the edit state by clicking on the pencil at the top, and you can delete a menu by clicking here. So I'm just not going to delete it because I need it for the next demo that I want to do. Okay. So now another item that I want to do is I want to reorganize it. I want the photosphere to come on as the first. All I do is I just organize it by dragging and dropping it. So this is a good way to like move the menu around. Say I have a bunch of submenus and I want this submenu to move back into my main menu. That is possible. I can move it back to any level here, or I can move it back here. Or similarly, I can take it and put it somewhere here or here. So all those things are possible. Going to the preview, so you can see that my scene side is gone. Scene side is now here, inside here. So that is because I drag drop to that location. Okay, so now we briefly talked about how to locate and load scenes, how to create a simple menu, how to manage submenus, how to edit a menu. To edit a menu, you activate that particular item in the edit box, and here you can change the title or you can change the scene. Then how to reorganize the menus we talked about, how settings work. So let me just move back here and do that. How we spoke about the menu settings. I showed you how thumbnail menu is to be created and managed. What we haven't done so far is non-clickable menu. So this is a very useful thing. Uh, Such as, for example, say we have a group, we are working with a hotel, for example, and we need to have a top level menu item called rooms. And rooms, you don't want to be a clickable item. So what you do is you again make it in an edit mode by clicking here. So now you can see that there is a link here. So if you click on that, that link is broken. So now this castle is no more clickable. So now to show you that, this is very useful when you want to have group menus to just show an organization, such as like what I just said, rooms, types, and then everything else is inside that. And we have detailed documentation on this. So now here, like clicking on this castle, nothing happens. But clicking on scene set, for example, it changes to this particular scene. Submenu I is clickable, but castle is not clickable. Okay, so thus you can manage non-clickable menus. Okay, so this I think I overshot the time than what I planned for explaining menu management. Let's quickly turn over to the dashboard. From dashboard, you can do a bunch of things. Mainly, in general, it is about managing the tools. When we say managing the tools, you can open it in editor. You can create a new tool. You can delete a tool. You can make a copy of a tool. You can extract an iframe embed for a tool. Then you can start collaboration on a tool, such as you can invite somebody in to become the editor or the owner of a tool. We have a few other interesting options that we are working with right now, such as a easy tool for you to create to manage leads, a simple CRM for you to manage your work. So these kind of activities are planned for the dashboard. Later, when the license The hosting plan purchase and hosting plan apply is a feature that also will be integrated into the dashboard. Now, let me take a quick 5 minutes to go over and show you how to manage this from the dashboard. So now dashboard, we have a nice search. So this is very simple way to filter in the tools that you want to manage. There's all these items that you see here are sortable. All these headings are sortable, and then you have a bunch of actions that are hidden away in these three dots on the right side. Copy, delete, embed, open up in editor, unpublish a tool. So tool will not be available for public viewing. Transfer the tool. So this is the part where we talked about collaboration. Manage the settings of this tool. That's possible. So these are all individual actions. When you make a copy, for example, of a tool, so here we just made a copy. It comes in unpublished state. The exact same data that you have here is copied over. You can delete it if you don't want to keep it anymore. There's a confirmation that always comes. This is in general, this is true for any good software, and there's no different for Walk-in-Do either. You get to see as to whether if a tool is published, you get to see its published URL directly here. You can click on it, and that should load up without any issues. This is in fact a custom panorama that is hosted on Google Cloud. So we just running with a test for the NC Tech imagery yesterday. If a tool is not published, you directly can access the preview link from here. So this is, you can see this preview. This is not really a shareable entity. You can access a preview only when you are logged in. And from the dashboard, you get to see all the uploads that you have made to different tool cards and different tools. So you can manage it. You can delete it away if it is no more required, because this is eating into the space that is allocated for you. As 500 MB is available for everybody. You can, yesterday also we spoke about it briefly, you can edit in detail your your profile information can be shared. Also, another interesting thing is that every Walk-in-Do user has a standard Walk-in-Do specific URL on which you can show all your tools. So this is mine, mytools.walkindo.in. How you get it is you go to the profile link and you put in a name that you want. Boni. So this is not available. Boni Gopalan. Boni Gopalan is available. Boni Gopalan is not available. Boni Gopalan, somebody has taken already. I think I have another account. Boni Gopalan 1, 2 is available. 1 is also not available. Boni Gopalan 1, 2 is available. I can click save on that. So now earlier I had mytools.walkindo.in. It is changed to Boni Gopalan 12.walkindo.in. It takes immediate effect. You get to see your tools right here. This way. So this is a shareable entity that you can share with your in your social media. Comes up pretty nicely. So if you are a Walk-in-Do user and if you don't have a profile link yet, you should just get it. So you get your name.walkindo.in as your personal URL. So that is something. There is you can say that you don't want to be shown in the people search. People search is on the home page where somebody can locate you and commission your work. But if you don't want to do that, you can just say that you don't want to be listed. You can click it away. So a bunch of profile edits are possible. Actually, even something as interesting as you can change your name if you don't want. It is a valid use case. A lot of times people register in initially with their personal account, and whatever is the personal account's name, that is what comes in here. But if you want to later, when you are proficient with Walk-in-Do and you're using it professionally, many a times you want to change the name to match your business name, and that is possible very easily from the dashboard. Okay, to get back to where we were, you can click on home, and now we are back here. You can see all the tools. You can set up the master settings for all the tools. So this is the common settings that will be applied for every tool that you make. You can see that there's a pretty detailed sets. There's a Google Analytics that matches for all the tools that you can set up from here. We will be covering all of them detail in the specific parts. So dashboard, in short, what you do is everything that you want to do for managing your tools. You create tools, you edit the tools, open that up, you delete, make copies, you get the embed code for putting it on, say, a web page or social media, you get directly from here. Then you get to unpublish a publish tool that you can do with a click. You can transfer this. What it means is that you can say you made a tour and you want to transfer the ownership of that to your customer. You can invite your customer in using an email, and notification goes to the customer with instructions enough to come in and join in. So these are things that you can do from dashboard. So we in today's session we spoke in detail about managing menus, how to import in scenes, how to create menu, submenu, editing menu, text and scenes, deleting and removing a menu item, making a menu not clickable, reordering the menu, it is just drag and drop, changing the settings to make it a thumbnail menu or make it look like an icon. There is a counter that you see on the right top. You can turn off that counter also from settings. We spoke about dashboard, managing tools, iframe embed, profile edit, portfolio widget, collaboration tool, and I briefly spoke about what we are planning to do in the future. So now let me quickly turn off this screen sharing, and let me see the questions. All right, so I have a few questions. Johan has trouble with the audio. This is the first time we are hearing it. The reason is that I think this will be about the 100th hangout that we are running with the exact same setup. Probably maybe there is a network issue, or it could be a problem on your end. I apologize, but this is a real microphone. This is one of the best quality microphones, and I don't like wearing the headphones. It's a pretty good quality Jabra microphone that I use. That works pretty good. Melina asked about how to change the profile image. Your profile image comes from your Google profile. So if you change it on your Google profile, that will be updated right into your Workindo profile. And how do you add a link to the existing Google Plus page if we don't want to create a new one? You wouldn't ever have to create a new one. You can specify the Google Plus is a Google Plus is connected with your profile with which you have registered. Preferably that should be the one that you want to show up. I don't think we do have a way to change the G Plus profile. Let me just take a look at that. Yeah, Google Plus, like we do not have an option to change, because that probably is because we have a very tight integration with the Google login and Google authentication. I'm glad that Maria, I slowed down eventually and you were able to follow. It is always, I know it's a trouble with the speed at which I talk. I should learn to talk slower, but I'm glad that you were able to catch up. Thanks. All right. So hope this session was useful. I will see you tomorrow. If there are no other questions, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be sharing the YouTube link for this. It's available at the same place, but I will share it once again anyways. Thank you for joining today. Hope you have learned how to create and manage the menu. We'll be talking tomorrow in detail about how to manage more features in Workindo. Thank you for joining.